Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another day of Vlogust. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Jen. I'm a full-time working mom. I have 2 kids, and this month in August 2020 for Vlogust, I am posting a video every single day. So today is Tuesday and I just got off work. It's about 3:20. I stopped and got myself a Starbucks for the drive home. I do have about a 45-minute commute, so this helps me. This is like my reward after the work day, right? I get a cold brew with the cinnamon oat milk foam and it's really, really good. We actually had a lot of storms last night in our area, and so a lot of the power is still out. So like most of the stoplights here in town are dead, and so imagine driving through a city with all the intersection as 4-way stops. Yeah. It was interesting, but we had power at the hospital, so that's good. So anyway, I'm just gonna take you along with me on an evening routine tonight. I call it that just because that's what everyone else calls it on YouTube, but basically I'm just sharing with you what happens on a normal weeknight after I get off work. So right now I'm going to drive back home to the town where I live. I'm gonna run to the bank, and if I feel like I have time, maybe my P.O. box as well. Okay, so I tried to stop and get gas on the way home, and a lot of the gas stations around here are like out of gas. I don't know if the pumps got damaged in the wind last night. I think there were like 90-mile-an-hour winds. So thankfully I had just enough gas to get back to where I live. So I'm at Casey's now, filling up my tank, and then I think what I'm gonna do is I need to go to the bank, but I need to go to the bank that's in the bank that I need to go to has a branch inside Hy-Vee, so I think I might go to that one because, you guys, I'm obsessed with these Tyson blackened chicken tenders. Have you had them? They're like a Weight Watcher thing, and I've never tried them before. I just found them at Hy-Vee. They're the only place that has them around here. They are so freaking good, although they are pricey. They're like $9.99 a bag at Hy-Vee, and it's like a little over a pound, but they're so good in the air fryer. Okay, so here's what I got from Hy-Vee. So I found they had the blackened chicken breast strips that I was talking about, but then they also had these buffalo chicken breast strips, which I can't remember if I've seen these before. I don't think I've ever seen anyone talk about these, but they're not breaded. So if you're doing low carb, they just have 1 gram of carbs in them. But yeah, I thought these looked pretty good too. So I'm assuming they're just like the blackened chicken tenders, except obviously like buffalo flavored. So I thought those would be good in the air fryer to try too. I might cook some of those tonight and then take them for lunch to work tomorrow. And then to go with those, I got some crumbled blue cheese and some buttermilk and some Greek yogurt, because I thought maybe I could make like a dip or a dressing to go with these. I thought that would be good. And then this is like a limited edition Chobani. Oh, I forgot to use a coupon. It's the PB&J flavor. It is so good. I think they're not selling this permanently. It's like a special batch that they're doing to support food banks. But if you find this flavor, I would definitely recommend getting it. I love anything peanut butter and jelly, and this doesn't expire until the 24th, so I went ahead and got a 4-pack of that. Okay, so quickly before I get to cooking dinner, I want to take a quick second to thank Vanity Planet for sponsoring today's evening routine video. Later on in the video, I'm going to be sharing how I get ready for bed, and I'm sharing this Elements Sonic toothbrush that I got from Vanity Planet. It is awesome. Can I tell you that I'm 37 years old and I have never in my life had an electronic toothbrush until now, and I can't believe that I waited because it is so cool. So this toothbrush includes 3 brush heads, and it actually also includes a UV sanitizer light. And so what you do is after you use the toothbrush heads, you put them back in there and it sanitizes them. I'll talk a little bit more about the features of the toothbrush later in the video, but I do want to mention that if you go to myvanityplanet.com/Chapin75 and use code Chapin75, you guys can snag this electronic toothbrush for 75% off. But for now, let's get back to dinner. Okay, so for dinner, I'm gonna make chicken tacos and beans and some sauteed corn with bacon. So I have the chicken here in the Instant Pot. I'm gonna use the Instant Pot to make the chicken taco meat just because it turns out really tender. And I actually thought I had thawed out chicken breasts, but I actually thawed out chicken breast strips, which is fine. They'll cook just the same. I'll probably just reduce the cooking time a little bit. So I have my trivet in here with a cup of water in the bottom, and then I'm just gonna sprinkle over this Thrive taco seasoning. I'll probably end up cooking these on high pressure for probably 12 minutes because usually for whole chicken breasts I do 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna sprinkle this over the top and then put the lid on and turn it on. Okay, so I thought I pushed record, but I didn't. Okay, I put the lid on, set it to sealing, and then just put it on manual pressure, which is high pressure, for 12 minutes. And sometimes I get asked what brand Instant Pot I have, and I have the Duo 8-quart. This is kind of an older model. I've had it for maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now. I'll link the exact one I have down below, and then sometimes I also get questions if you should get a 6-quart or an 8-quart. Definitely if you have a larger family, I would get an 8-quart, but I actually like the 8-quart better anyway because you can make like large batches of soup and stock in it and things like that. So that would be my recommendation. Okay, so for the refried beans, I'm gonna bake these in the oven. I just put them in a casserole dish that I sprayed with cooking spray. And these are the La Preferita authentic refried beans. They taste the best in my opinion. So I just put a little bit of cheese on there, and I'm gonna cover it up, put it in a 400-degree oven for about 30 minutes. I just feel like this is so much easier than cooking it on the stovetop or the microwave. You don't have to like stand there and stir it. It's just a lot easier. So I'm gonna put this in the oven, and then I'm gonna get some bacon chopped up for the corn, which I said I would show you guys because I made it last week and I didn't really give a recipe, which it's not really a recipe, but I'll show you how I make it. Oh, and by the way, if someone will ask me where my Fitbit band is from, and it is from Amazon, I will leave a link for it. It's a rainbow and I love it. Okay, so the bacon is cooked now. I just sauteed it in the skillet, and I'm just gonna add the corn. I had about 6 ears, but one was kind of bad on one end, so really I had about 5 1/2. So this obviously doesn't take long to cook because it's fresh corn, so I'm just gonna stir it around. I'll taste it, probably add a little bit of salt if it needs it, and maybe some cumin and some coriander, and that's it. Okay, so the chicken's done. I went ahead and let the steam out, and you can do this with a hand mixer, but usually when you cook it in the Instant Pot, it's super tender, so I just used this meat chopper thing from Pampered Chef. And then I tasted it. It did need a little bit more salt, So I added a little bit more salt in there. And then we have the beans. Corn is done. I heated up the shells in the oven. I just wrapped them in foil. And then we just had a little bit of this queso left over in the fridge, so I heated that up. We have some chips. I grated more cheese than I needed because I need it for another recipe this week. So shredded cheese, salsa, taco sauce, tomatoes, and then I chopped up some lettuce, cilantro, and some red onion. Okay, so dinner was so delicious. I feel like I make some version of tacos or quesadillas or something like that at least once a week because no one complains and everyone loves it. So now I'm just having the kids help me clean up the kitchen. I had a little bit of corn on the floor from when I was cutting off the kernels earlier. So I had Connor start out with the broom, but he kind of had a hard time with that. And so I went ahead and have him use this cordless vac to pick up any of the pieces, and Kira was helping me with the clean dishes. Tonight is gonna be probably one of those late nights. So I'm trying to get a video up for today because, you know, it's Vlogust and I gotta get a video up, but I was just about to export this video file and now my software crashed, so I'm waiting for it to return to its normal state, hopefully. All right, I have to work on this and get it live, and then I was gonna work on another video tonight, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time for that, so yeah, we'll see. Let me finish this. Okay, so I actually ended up being tired on this night and decided it was actually just time for me to go to bed. So after I put the kids to bed, I went ahead and went into my bathroom to get ready for bed. I've been liking to take more time at night, you know, even just 10 or 15 minutes to get ready for bed. I think that it's a good quiet time at the end of the day and it's just sort of relaxing. So I'm using the Vanity Planet Elements Sonic Toothbrush that I recently started using. There are 4 different modes on it, so you can choose which one you want. There is a whitening one also, which I really like. And the coolest thing I think about this electronic toothbrush is it has a 2-minute timer and it pauses every 30 seconds so that you know when to move to a different area of your mouth. And if you've never used a timer before when you brush your teeth, I would recommend it because it really does make you brush the full 2 minutes as the ADA recommends. If I don't use a timer, there's no way that I'm going to do the full 2 minutes. It also plugs in and has a rechargeable battery, and a full charge of the battery lasts up to 2 weeks, which is great. I have, like I said, have never used an electronic toothbrush before, and my mouth has never felt so clean. I would highly recommend it. So if you guys want to pick up this toothbrush for 75% off, which is an awesome deal, I will leave the link down below. You can use code Chapin75 for 75% off. Next, I'm going to floss my teeth. I love using these floss picks because who wants to use a huge roll of dental floss? Not me. When I started using these years ago, it was also kind of a game changer and helped me floss a lot more. I like to floss at night so that I make sure that I get everything off my teeth and clean before I go to bed. Next, I'm going to take my eye makeup off. Right now, I'm using cotton balls just because I'm out of the round cotton pads. I actually ordered some online because I did not get to Walmart this past weekend, and they still haven't come yet, so I've been using my backup cotton balls. But I use that to take my eye makeup off, my mascara and my eyeshadow and my eyeliner, and then I also use it to take the makeup off of my eyebrows. Next, I use a balm cleanser from Clinique. So this is a double cleanse method, basically where you're using an oil cleanser first to do the first cleanse, and that's what kind of dissolves the makeup on your face, and then you rinse that off and move to a regular like either a foaming or a soap cleanser. So I've been telling you guys recently how I've been making a more conscious effort to take care of my skin and wash my face every night. And someone actually made a comment to me at work today, and one of my coworkers, and she's like, "Did you get a facial? Your skin looks really nice." And I was like, "No, but thank you. I've really been trying to take care of my skin." So it was kind of nice to hear that from someone who, I see every day that my skin is looking good. So I'm just rinsing my face off with this makeup remover cloth, and then I like to do a toner at night. My favorite is the Clinique toner, which I've told you guys about before. It has like a little bit of a menthol kind of tingly feel, which I really like. And then I put on my serums and my moisturizer. I would say overall this was a pretty typical evening for me. I get off work. If there's any errands, I have to run after work, I do that. I come home, change my clothes, cook dinner, usually work on YouTube for a while or watch TV with Adam and the kids or something like that. Then put them to bed and get ready for bed myself. So there's not a lot of time at night to get a ton of stuff done, but I have been having the kids help me more, especially with some chores in the kitchen. I think sometimes we think as moms especially that we have to do everything ourselves. I know that I fall into that trap every so often, and sometimes it's just easier to do it yourself, so you don't make anyone help you because you're just kind of in your own little world and it's easier to do it yourself. But I am trying to make my kids do chores so that they can exist and take care of themselves in the world someday. So that's been working out for all of us, and it definitely makes the work a lot faster. So here I am just putting on my moisturizer. I always like to put on quite a bit of moisturizer at night just so it can soak into my skin while I sleep. And then the last step is just a big coat of lip balm. I like to use a really thick lip balm at night for the same reason. So that is it for today's evening routine video. I'm going to bed at about 10 o'clock, which is the time I normally try to get in bed. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Come back tomorrow for another day of Vlogust. Bye.